This movie begins with a man named Larry, who appears to be seeing a beautiful woman for the first time in his life. Suzanne is her name. He falls in love with her and informs his sister that he wishes to marry her in the manner depicted. They'll get a chance to lunch together the next day. Suzanne discusses cosmetic surgery. Larry's sister Janice gets some counsel from her, and she tells her to clip away at those little beauty spots. Suzanne is a woman who is very worried with her beauty, as evidenced by this. She approaches her father, Earl, and asks for his permission to date Larry. He initially refuses, but eventually lets her go and they go on a date. Larry is serious about it. He informs his father that they should marry. They are married a few days later. She can't accompany him on such a sunny day because she believes it will be the worst idea to be tanned when she appears on television. He informs everyone. Even though they assumed it was pregnancy news with the hopes of ascending the network ladder, everyone seemed pleased to hear that. She begins interviewing folks at the theater, children at the zoo, and people from all walks of life. It's finally here, the day she's been looking forward to. She's finally promoted to do the nighttime weather report for the station. Meanwhile, her parents and other members of her family are watching her show. Larry is ecstatic about her and proudly displays his wife to the rest of the restaurant. She visits to school to promote her project, Teen Speaks Out, a TV documentary she produced, and she invites the pupils to join her in class. Suzanne's initiative might pique the interest of 3 different typical teenagers. Russell is a street thug. After school, Jimmy signs up for Suzanne's project, and Lydia does the same for his rude behavior. His teacher encourages him to join Suzanne's TV documentary project. Suzanne initially asks each of them about their future intentions as the project gets underway. Jimmy, on the other hand, appears shy, and the 3 of them simply hang out and talk about Suzanne. After work, Jimmy is daydreaming about Suzanne, who likes him back, wants to talk to her about something serious. On weekends, he performs live music and asks Suzanne for assistance with her TV background. He also tells the truth about her career, which is unlikely to lead to any future offers from major networks. To be honest, she appears irritated when she hears that. She responds that she will consider it. Suzanne and Lydia are becoming more and more close. She instructs her on how to dress and apply makeup. She lavishes her with expensive gifts and offers her dating advice. Lydia narrates a story about her mother, who, because of all the fiend murders around their house, constantly keeps the gun hidden in her wardrobe. She also extends an invitation to Jimmy and Lydia to visit her. Suzanne is the only one at home. Suzanne expresses her feelings and tears up as she tells him about her late husband. She pretends to be sorrowful and has no idea what's going on. She is currently playing a loud music. Everyone looks at her, as if she's doing something unusual. Lydia pays Suzanne a visit a few days later. Jimmy is waiting for her across the street, she says. She asks her to leave her life once her duty is finished. Larry's blood was all over his shoes and fragments of Larry's brains were everywhere when they discovered Jimmy's prints on the rifle. He also discusses their plans to visit California. They were both in love with each other and had a lot of sex. Lydia begins to talk about the incident when the cops placed the recording device on her body. When Suzanne is being interviewed, she tells her everything about her husband's murder plot. She fabricates a story about Larry being a cocaine addict who was slain by his purported suppliers, Jimmy and Russell, when he attempted to flee. On the other hand, Larry's father, Joe, who is well versed in his son, is enraged when he hears Suzanne's name. Suzanne was responsible for his son's death, he realizes. Suzanne has been released on bond and has a meeting with someone from Hollywood who claims to be able to make her famous. He drags her into a room and murders her. Larry's father hired that man from the mafia. Underneath a frozen lake, he buries her body. Larry's sister, Janice, who has always despised Suzanne, practices figure skating over the frozen lake where Suzanne's body is buried. And this is where the movie comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, as always until next time.